All right, so what are we doing when asked to find a quadratic regression? We're finding the quadratic equation that best fits our data table. So what's going to happen is they're going to give us a table of data, and we're going to find the equation that best fits that. Okay, so first thing we need to do is reset our calculators. So second, plus sign, 7, 1, 2. Ram cleared, right? Did you just do that? Oh, good job. All right, so now the first step, and you only have to do this once when you're doing quadratic regression. Okay, so once you do it, it's on in your calculator the whole time. So what we have to do is we need to turn on our what's called the stat plot. Here. Alright, so to turn this on, we're going to hit, see where it says stat plot above the y equals? So we're going to hit second y equals, and right now it says that plot 1 is off, right? So hit enter, and then to turn it on, we just have to hit enter. Okay, so this says that our information is coming from list 1 and list 2. That's good, because that's where our information is going to come from. Okay, everybody's stat plot is on? Alright, so now just hit second mode to get out of there. Okay, so now that that's turned on, you don't have to worry about it again for the entire worksheet. Okay, step 2. We need to enter in our information. So what we hit is stat, this button right here that says stat, and we want to edit some lists. So we're going to hit stat, enter. Okay, and we're going to put our data in L1 and L2. So if you look at that first problem, okay, our x's are going to go in L1. What? You didn't turn that on yet? That's what I'm asking, Manisha. Did you turn it on? Okay, so we hit second y equals. Second y equals. And then you're going to hit enter. And then you got to turn it on and hit enter. Alright. Now get out of there. Second mode. There you go. Alright, so now you should have hit stat and then enter so that you've got your list L1 and L2 up right now, right? Okay, our x's are going to go in our L1. So I'm going to go -2, enter, -1, enter, 0, 1, 2. And then my y's are going to go in L2, so I got to use my over arrow to get over to L2. 3.5, 3.5, 7.5, 15.5, 27.5, enter. Good? Got your lists in there? Huh? I'm waiting for Brody. Still. Good? Everybody else is good? Alright, so now, hey graph. And it's kind of hard to see. We see a couple little dots, right? But not much. Alright, so in order to see it, what we are going to do is hit zoom 9. So zoom is right here, and we want zoom stat, because that's what we're doing right now with stats. Hit zoom 9, and there it's graphed for us. All right, we still don't have an equation, do we? Okay, so to find our equation, what we do is we hit stat again, okay, and then we're going to go over to calc. And what we are doing is quadratic regression. So quad regression is 5. Okay, and then you just got to go down and get to calculate. All right, so it gives us A, B, and C, right? So remember that our equation is ax squared plus bx plus c, right? So it tells us A is 2, C or B is 6, and C is 7.5. Okay, so that means my equation is going to look like what? 2x squared, because A is 2, plus what? 6x, so B is 6, plus 7.5, because C is that. Okay. So if you want to see if this actually fits your data, you're going to go to y equals. Okay, and then we're going to plug this in. So I'm going to go 2x squared plus 6x plus 7.5, and I'm going to hit graph. Does it fit my data? Quite well. Okay, now, when we get a little bit further in this worksheet, then it's going to ask you some questions about this kind of stuff. Like it might ask you, what's the minimum on this curve, right? And then we can use like our trace button, like we have been, to find where our minimum is. What is our minimum? About right at 3, yep. Okay, so let's do number 2. Okay, so now here's the nice part. Okay, so before our stat plots are already on. So basically what we need to do is go back to step 2. But in order for this to work, guys, you've got to clear out your y equals. You've got to go to your y equals and hit clear. Christian, are you listening to this? Have you gone to your y equals and hit clear? Or didn't you even put that in there? Exactly, because you're not following along the way that you're supposed to be following along. Okay, please do what I'm asking you to do. It's not that hard to do. Okay? Alright, so now hit set. And enter. Alright, so to clear our lists, I know that sometimes you can just go in and override the numbers, but you're going to have to know how to clear your list. So to clear your list, you're going to use your up arrow, so that it's highlighted up here, and hit clear, enter, and it'll erase your whole list. Same thing with L1. You got to go over to your L1, go up, so that it's here, clear, enter. Okay, and let's enter in list 2. -2, -1, oops, -2, -1. You get an error, you screwed up. -1, 0, 1. I'm going to go over -41.5, -25.5, and negative 5.5. All right, what do I hit? Graph. There's nothing there. What do I have to hit? Zoom 9, yep, so zoom 9. Now we got some goodies there. Now what? Stat, over to calc, and which one am I going with? 5. Boom. All right, so what's my equation? Huh? Yep, so what's my equation? Negative 2x squared plus 10x minus 13.5. So where do I put that? In my y equals. So I go to y equals, and I put in negative 2x squared plus 10x minus 13.5 and hit graph. Should fit your data. If it doesn't fit your data, I think we might have done something wrong. You just entered into your y equals wrong? Yeah, you might have forgot your squared. Guys, if you get a straight line, like a diagonal line, that usually means that you forgot your squared on your x. Okay? Alright. Alright, so we have a new deal. We've got height of ball. So what am I hitting? What's the first thing I have to do? I have to clear the y equals. So go to y equals and hit clear. Then what? Hit stat and enter. And I can clear my lists. Now I can enter them in 0, 1, 2, 3. Moving over 46, 63, 48, 1. All right, so now what? Graph. Not seeing anything, so what? Zoom 9. Okay, then what? Stat. Over to calc. We want 5 because we're doing quadratic regression. We want to calculate this guy. So my equation, and that's what they mean by quadratic model, is the equation. So my equation is going to be what? Negative 16x squared plus 33x plus 46. There's that negative 16x squared again. Sheesh. Kind of been seeing that a lot, haven't we? What's it stand for again? The gravity, yep. All right. So what are your y equals? Let's plug it in there. Negative 16x squared plus 33x plus 46. Boom! Alright, so it says use the model to estimate the height of the ball at 2.5 seconds. Okay, so this is where we have to be careful. What do we have to hit? Trace. We got to hit trace. But here's the deal. Right now, when I hit trace, what does it say on top? Yeah, so what that means is it's just going to bring me from point to point. Okay, it means that I just have the points. And I don't want the points right now, I want the curve, right? So if I hit down, now it's telling me that I'm dealing with my curve. Okay, so now I can find, what am I looking for? Where x is 2.5. Which is right about what? Well, that's 25, that's 2.53 seconds. So at 2.5 seconds, it's probably at about, yeah, between 27 and 28. So let's say about 27.5 what? Feet. Okay, because remember, it's right in between those two. When you're using your trace button, it's not exact. Okay, how about our maximum height? Okay, so if we want to find it exact, good call. If we want to find it exact, we're hitting second trace. What am I calculating? Forward is my max. Left bound, we got to get to the left side. Enter. Right bound. We got to get to the right side. Maybe if it stops. Yes, it's in the middle. Enter. What's my maximum height? About 63.02 feet. Okay. What if I want to know when this hits the ground? Then we're finding the zeros. Okay. So for the most part, I'm going to let you do it. A couple things I need to draw your attention to. We're good here. This is going to be normal. Number 5. All right. So it says in the directions on number 5 to use 1981 as year 0 because remember in our lists we don't put years in our lists, right? Okay. So 1981 is going to be 0. What's 91 going to be then? 10, because it's 10 years later. Oh, 95. What? 14. Then what? 18. Holy, you guys are bad at counting. Then what? Okay, because it's 2 years later would be 20. Then what? 25. Then 26 and 27. Holy buckets. I'm glad we talked about that, or that would have been a disaster. Okay, everything else should be good. And this one should be good. So this is the only one where you're going to have to change your L1 because it's years. Okay.